two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Turner. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down and 10 now. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kurt. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma and Norman, and in the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's running out of time here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in.
How about this? A fake they'll try to throw for. Catch made, but can he get to the marker? Well, the tackle is made, but the fake works perfectly, and it's a first down.
Wow, how about that one, Chris? I really thought the up man was going to take off and run, but instead he throws it and fools everybody.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff. Power, great pass to the defender. The defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the tailback's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Illini line up now, 1st and goal. Here's a carry for the fullback. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They're going to run it. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that previous play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Sun Devils are going to cash in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. It's QB sneak.
Gain of 1. And that's good enough for a first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
6th play of the drive coming up. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. State offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Same tailback, another carry. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Hamilton. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Signs the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Using his legs, it's Woods. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Well, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. State offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It's second down.
So second down after the incompletion. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his...
Oh, the pass is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tough running there. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Running a quarterback sneak here.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Park behind the line. It's Castro. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Illinois. This offense is still clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they look to the right. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's complete downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And now the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The back's got it on the pitch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to
got him for a sack, a big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Arizona State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. Just a small gain. We'll get it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And here comes the punter onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And the Arizona State offense takes over. 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Illinois 28, Arizona State 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And here's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught quickly.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Third down out of the shotgun. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, ASU. This offense really clicking.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Fights through the tackle. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And this defense has got to do a better job on 3rd down. They got to mix in a blitz here and there. It's all about getting pressure on the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short on the +27. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee. It'll set up a potential go-ahead field goal. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation